Hi, Tug Toler, eSource Miller. We are a Paradigm company, and I'm here to show you the controls on a Lincoln DCTI oven. I already have the oven on. It's been preheated. That's this button right here. This is the on. If I hit it down, it would be off. It's going to go through a cool down whenever you're done. It takes probably about 30 minutes or so. Just like when you turn it on, when it's preheating, when it's from cold, it's going to take about 30 minutes. Once it turns on, it's going to go through its little startup and go back to the program that it was on last. In this case, this is manual mode. So I'm going to show you how to set manual mode, change belt direction, and also how to change the preset menu items. So on this oven, this is a countertop oven, so it's not meant to be something that is doing pizzas nonstop all day, every day, within 2.5 minutes. That's just not what this has the power to do. It's really good for sandwiches. It is good for pizzas, but it's not going to be something that's going to be a super quick oven. We have a lot larger ovens for that otherwise. Anyways, all right, so to change the manual mode, or to get it into manual mode, you're going to press both the temperature and time button at the same time. You're going to hold it down for about 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now it's blinking there. So we can change the temperature. You can go all the way up to 600. You can go as low as 100 or so. I can't remember exactly how low it goes, but that'd be a weird application to go that low. Once you're done and you have the set point of what you want, typically 550, 500, somewhere right around there is where we tend to say. You can go down to the time, and this is the belt speed. So that time means it's 3.5 minutes from the beginning of this till it comes out on the back side of this, right? Depending on which way the belt is going. In this case, if you look closely, you can actually see that it is going this way, a left to right application. Once you've changed the time to whatever, it's 5-second increments, right? We'll call it 4 minutes. If you're done, if you don't need to change anything else, you can hit this and hit it one more time, and now it's back to a solid. It's not blinking anymore. Now it's set. So it's something that if it wasn't at the right temperature, it's going to be blinking to show that it's preheating, getting up to that temperature. If you want to change the belt direction, you press and hold 5 seconds again, and it'll stop and then start going the other way. On these menu items, they are preset, all of them set to quote unquote pizza, 6 minutes at 550 degrees. If you want to change any of them, or even see what they are, you just touch it and it's going to go to that setting. To get it out, you have to press and hold, I guess. Right? There we go. So now it's menu item 1. It's saying the set point is 550 degrees. If you want to change that, you can change that. If you hit it again, it's going to go to the next step, which is the time. That's the belt speed. You can change that 5-second increments again, right? And if you hit it again, it's going to show a label. There's some preset menu label on there. Pizza, sandwiches, breakfast, lunch, menu 1, menu 2, menu 4, things like that. So if you scroll, you can actually see there's wings, breakfast, things like that. So you can set to those, but you can't enter your own. So you can't label it fill in the blank, menu item. You're gonna have to have pretty generic. All right. So once you're done, if you hit it again, now it's set, and that's how you select that program. You can do it for any of the other ones. When working with the menu settings, especially, you really don't want to have two that are really far off. The best use of these is to have really all of them at the same temperature, unless we're talking about day parts. If you have a breakfast item or breakfast items that are at a different temperature, that we're not doing pizzas or other things, whatever that might be, then you can definitely have different temperatures. But the best way to use this, instead of trying to wait for it to cool down or heat back up in between cooks, is to really just have these as different timed belt speeds, so that the temperature is always the same. It's just how quickly it's running through the oven, which is its cook time, right? So best use is to not change the temperatures on the menu, the preset menu, other than day parts, where if you want to have 1, 2 as breakfast and then 3, 4 as lunch and dinner, or whatever that might be, that is the best use. Cleaning, we're going to want to go ahead and turn off to clean, but what I do beforehand is I'll get a nylon brush, a wet rag, something like that, and I'll leave this on, or I'll even actually turn it up to a higher belt speed if you want to do that. Some people don't feel like messing with that. But then I'm just going to clean this as it goes through to get rid of debris and other things on that. That's a daily clean. You're going to wipe down here. I would wipe down that each day, especially if we're not using, which a lot of people with these don't tend to use a pan or a screen below. They tend to put sandwiches or whatever directly onto there. that means the cheese and whatever that drips onto it will definitely start to be in the belt here, right? So that's how you clean that. Weekly, you should take off the belt, and that's going to be over here. So that little collar right there, you slip that back, and then those pins can slide out, and then this whole thing will lift out. A challenge with this is that you're going to have to slide it either this way or this way out the side. So a lot of times people will have these on a countertop and other things on the sides that they'll either have to remove, or they'll have to put this to a different table or have this table slide out so that then they can slide that out. Once that's out, you can clean that in the dish pit, as well as inside here. There's thumb screws here on the sides. That's for our called an eyebrow hood, but it's meant to just kind of keep it hot within there. If you have a really tall sandwich, you might need to adjust the height on that. But inside there's also the fingers, the plenums in there. That's also going to need to be cleaned, but we're going to want to have that cool because it's a 500-degree oven. You don't want to be sticking your hand in there. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. Otherwise, thank you very much.